If you're a real estate agent looking for a different niche or maybe a stronger niche that gives you more listings and more repeat business, then this is the video for you today. We're going to talk about how do you get into the real estate investor market? How do you work with real estate investor clients? Why would you even want to work with them? And what are some ways that you can find them and convert them into clients? So if you want to learn more about this, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, you already know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to get my training, resources, coaching, and courses for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside of the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today I want to talk about niches. You know, a lot of real estate agents don't have a niche and they need to niche down. And I want to talk specifically about the real estate investor niche today. On the last couple of transactions I worked with, my buyer clients bought from a real estate investor, and we actually used the same agent. I ran into her a few times and I was just blown away by the amount of business she was doing just from the real estate investor niche. I think she closed over 42 properties in 1 year just from the real estate investment side. And she was telling me that she loves working with them. A lot of them are repeat business and it's just an easy turnkey system. And it's a lot less management than working with your typical listing clients and buyer clients. But I think a lot of agents shy away from real estate investors, especially new agents. They're going to fear that they don't know enough to work with them, not thinking that that real estate investor might be new themselves. And so we tend to not work with them. And another reason why is I know a lot of people, especially buyer agents, when a real estate investor approaches them, they kind of get used because they're going to use you to get all the information for the property. And then a lot of times they approach the seller and say, hey, I'm not coming with an agent. You know, maybe we can do business. You lower the price by this much, because the agent could either lower the price on the seller side instead of 6%, maybe lower it to 4%. And, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. So a lot of times the buyer agent gets cut out of the process. So you kind of have a bad taste left in your mouth. And there's many other situations, but I think it's such a great niche if you know what you're doing and you have the right strategies. So I want to kind of talk a little more today about how do you get real estate investor clients? Why would you even want to work with them, and some things to watch out for? Because I think this is a really great niche, whether you're a new agent or an agent stuck in your business, or maybe you just haven't niched down far enough. This is a great niche to be in, because especially if you get in with the right real estate investors, one, they're going to refer you to other investors. And two, it's good repeat business, especially if they're serial house flippers or they have a lot of rental properties. There's a lot of things that you can benefit from that repeat business. Instead of going and chasing that new lead, that new client all the time, you can work with a kind of a steady stream of people if you do the right thing by them. So we're going to talk about all of that. All right, so let's talk about why you would want to work with real estate investors. Why would this be a niche that you would want to go after? And the simple answer is they are repeat business. They buy more homes on average than any average home owner, because they're constantly looking for the next investment, and they're on both sides of the transaction. You might help them buy a property, but then you're going to turn around and list the property as well, or turn around and rent the property. So a lot of times you get on both sides of the transaction. So you're kind of double ending a deal. And this is great. Who wouldn't want to do that? So you have a buyer client, you go buy the investment property, you advise them on the right property, the right cash flow, and then you're turning around and listing that property on the market, and you're getting, you know, double the commission. So, and a lot of times agents want to work with an investor-friendly agent, because a lot of agents themselves, let's be honest, are real estate investors. We understand the money to be made in real estate. So a lot of times, a lot of agents, their goals are, once they start making some sales, to use some of their commission to buy a home. So if you understand how the investment market works, you can better help your investors, especially if you're already doing the same thing. You know what to look out for and the pitfalls. And there's different types of investors. There's some that just flip a few houses a year, but there's serial investors that will buy hundreds of properties a year, and they need an agent to facilitate those deals, because they understand that time is money and you need somebody to help you with the paperwork, helping you find the right property so they're not wasting time doing that. So that's the different types of real estate clients. So if you have some that are just, getting into it, they might not want to pay a commission. They might just want to go buy the house themselves and try to do it for sale by owner. But if you have serious real estate investors, they understand the value of a real estate agent. They're probably going to want you to negotiate your price, especially if they're bringing you repeat business. So instead of the average, 6%, especially if you're double ending a deal, you might be at 5.5%, because they're giving you that volume business. And that's something to consider. Don't be greedy and just say, no, I want 6% or more. Think about the amount of volume and do the math, because there's other agents out there that are willing to do it for less. So not that you have to cheat yourself, but think about that volume as well. But real estate investors are a great niche to go after, just because of the amount of repeat business. A lot of agents struggle with lead generation and capturing and nurturing. And if you already have a set of investors, you know that they're buying 10 properties this year and you have 4 or 5 of those clients, guess what? You're going to have upwards to 50 plus deals a year, just like the agent I was talking about. And this was back in September, October, and she had already had 42 closings and had about another 16 properties listed. So she's doing this efficiently, and she was a mom of 3. So I'm just very impressed by how she was able to streamline that. And she's not really on social media. She's not really generating leads. She just went after the right type of people. And when I asked her how she did it, which is what I'm going to share in the next segment, is that she just, went after 1 or 2 investors. They were real estate investors themselves. And then she helped a few people with deals, some friends of theirs, and they just kept referring her. And so it just naturally was the right fit for her. So let's talk about next how you can get real estate investor clients. All right, so how can we get real estate investor clients? How do we generate leads for that? One thing I want you to think about when you're doing this is you might only need 1 or 2 clients. That's the great thing. If you find the right investor, they're going to have multiple business a year, especially if you're an agent, maybe only doing 10 or 15 deals. That one client might just have 10 or 15 deals for you a year. You get 2 or 3 of those. And again, you're at, anywhere from 30 to 45 or more deals a year. Because remember, a lot of them, especially if they're flipping homes and selling them, they are going to purchase the home and then they're going to turn around and flip it. So that one property is 2 deals for you. So think about that. Honestly, I think probably finding real estate investor clients is probably easier than anything, because there are so many people trying to get into that real estate investing field that there's all kinds of meetups. So go find local networking events. There's tons of free events or happy hours or events. I've seen it here in Houston. Of course, we're in a big area, so there's a lot more, but they could be $25 and they include 2 drinks and some hors d'oeuvres. There's all different types of meetups. So go on a regular basis and meet up with people. You can also go to real estate investing events. So there's all kinds of real estate investing gurus that are teaching their stuff. Go to them. That's more cost effective to go to a place like that where there's a lot of people that are interested in real estate investing. Now, remember, you're not going to be the only real estate agent there that is thinking about going after those investors. And we're going to talk about ways to actually how to talk to these people. I think this is where most people get derailed, is they try to sell themselves too much. So go to networking events, conferences, things like that. And 2, join some social clubs. A lot of social clubs have people from all different walks of life. A lot of them was just recently at one in Chattanooga, and the guy literally flipped houses. So there's tons of those people that are in real estate, different fields, and they need to work with an agent. And it's just a great way to meet. Plus, you don't know who they know that they can refer you to. So that's one thing when you are networking with people, don't judge them based on what they do. They might not be able to help you, but they might know somebody that can help you. And I've had that a lot, especially in my marketing business. They've referred web design clients to me and things like that because they liked me, they liked what I had to say, and I wasn't some pushy salesman. So go join some social clubs, go to events, just get out there and network with people. You can also look up on social media. There's so many Facebook groups, so many forums. Maybe create content around that and just share the content. Don't be pushy and say, hey, like everybody does, I'm a realtor, like 42 other thousand people here in Houston. I'm a realtor. I can help you with the transaction. They know that. They know they can go out to realtor. Just impress them with your knowledge of real estate investing, create content, and post around that. And that also your social media, your YouTube, your TikTok should reflect that you work with real estate investors, you have that knowledge base, and that will naturally attract them as well to you because you're using that pull marketing. If you watch any of my videos, you know how important pull marketing is because it allows them to make the decision on whether or not to work with you. It's not a pushy sales move, which in my opinion doesn't work and doesn't create a loyal client base. So basically just get out there. You could run some ads as well, you know, maybe to a free real estate investing guide and go, maybe you want to go after those newer people. Maybe you're a newer agent. You don't feel like you can talk the lingo just yet with these kind of serial property investors. Target the new property investors. You have a real estate license, you have a broker, you have more knowledge than most of those people starting out that maybe just want to get their first rental property. You can help them through that process, teach them what cash flow is, you know, what is their ROI going to be, all of those things. So if you're a new agent, target newer property investors. You could run a simple ad for $5, $10 a day and have it go to a downloadable real estate investing guide for, you know, new people, how to get your first rental property, things like that. There's so many creative things, so many resources that you can customize out there. Just make sure you're capturing the lead like I teach you in my other videos so you're able to get that lead. But there, you could run ads, videos, things like that, but there's nothing that beats getting out there, shaking hands and getting to know people and building that rapport and that trust with them. All right, lastly, I want to talk about how do you actually convert these leads into clients? What are you saying to people? What are you doing? And the reason why I really want to talk about this, because I remember when I first got into real estate, there was a list of professions and where they ranked kind of with respect. You know, if you tell people you're a doctor, a lawyer, a physicist, they're like in awe, but everybody and their brother is a realtor, and they actually fell right under used car salesmen. So that was a shock to me. But if you worked in this industry enough, you have found those agents that are either jerks, they're unethical, and they're just pushy salesmen because they're desperate for a lead and they're just unethical, and you don't want to be that person. So when you are out there shaking hands with people, getting to know people, you can let them know you're a real estate agent, but move on past that. It's about making a connection. You know, if I build rapport and trust with somebody, again, using that pull marketing, it's so important why pull marketing works with organic content, blog content, video content, because you're allowing the person to get to know you, to feel that connection with you. So they want to work with you because they like interacting with you. If you are a pushy salesman, guess what? I'm going to be like, I don't want to work with that real estate agent. I can just imagine a transaction with them. They're bossy, they're rude, they don't listen to me, they don't know how to have a conversation. I don't want to work with that person. But if you're there getting to know them, asking them about their business, and when they ask you, what do? Just say, oh, I'm a real estate agent, and just move past it. Start talking about, you know, your life, what you do. You can talk about other things besides, hey, you know, if you want to buy or sell a property, you want to rent it out, work with me. Don't do that. Kind of do the opposite. You know, people want what they can't have, and just tell them, you know, hey, I'm a real estate agent. I have a real estate business. I run a real estate team. You know, that's what I do. I've also lived in this area, and just start moving and talking and having a natural conversation with them. This has worked so well for me over the years with my marketing company. Even right now, just in the videos that I put out, I have a lot of agents that want to partner with me at EXP or want me to help them with their website or coaching, just because they enjoy kind of my personality. I'm not here to sell you. I'm trying to give you as much value as I can. Do the same thing as a real estate agent, no matter what niche you're in. Give as much value as you can to people without asking for anything in return. Yes, you need to have a call to action if they want to work with you, but they're naturally going to come to you and reach out to you. Just make sure all of the ways to capture the lead and for them to contact you is easy as possible. So that way there's no effort for them to get in contact with you. But to wrap all of that up, just have an easy conversation. Be a real person so they would want to work with you. Because remember, this is going to be a long-term relationship and they're going to want to work with you. So if you are just an unbearable person, you're rude, you don't listen to them, you're very pushy, guess what? This is not going to make a long-term business relationship. Because again, remember, you can have 1, 2, 3 of these clients and your career is set. You have enough leads coming in. You're not out there trying to keep up with Zillow and paid ads and all of these things. You have enough base. And this is what a lot of realtors do. They find that right niche, they work those referrals, and they don't have to ever go chase the next deal. So if you're looking for a new niche, this would be it. You can also put them on a drip campaign, maybe just like a weekly newsletter that goes out about the area, market report at the bottom, kind of talk about new things, upcoming developments, kind of just keep them engaged that you are on top of the community. That's another thing that's going to convert them. If you know everything about this community, all the new openings, the new land developments, before they do, they're going to want to work with you because you have the insider knowledge. So stay on top of it, do research. Remember, there's more to real estate than just selling properties. They want to know that you know the area, you know the ins and outs, that you have contacts. Show them that through your content and pull them in. And then just be real, listen to them, ask their goals and objectives, and always show them how you're going to help them accomplish them. All right, so I hope you found that information helpful. It's truly my desire every video to give you something that you can walk away and implement today to start scaling and growing your business. Remember, don't overthink it. This is why I kind of did a high level, just what I was thinking about, because a lot of agents overthink lead generation, overthink lead capture, and they just need to go out there and just do the work. That's the thing. Just go out there and do it. Make it your goal to go find one real estate investor, whether it's a new investor or somebody. Make it your goal to go out and go to so many events a week, because that is lead generation, that's prospecting, that is income producing activities, because you're trying to get in front of people and it's cost effective. Plus you're making relationships with people, who knows, it might become your friend or might refer you to one of your best clients ever that's going to just explode your business. So get out there, start shaking hands, have real conversations, be a real person, and try to listen to them and what they're telling you and let them know how you can help them. And if you have any questions of what I went over, you can drop them down in the comments below. I personally respond to all of my comments. If you have questions about anything else, you can drop them down there as well, or reach out to me directly. And again, if you want to get my training, resources, coaching, and courses for free and no extra costs are split, if you're a team leader or a broker and you want to provide a ton more resources to your agents without having to worry about tech and just build your business, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me so we can show you exactly what your business would look like partnering with me at eXp Realty. So go ahead and book that call, and I look forward to talking to you. And again, if you want to see more content like this, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, follow me, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.